Today we will discuss about the formation of alcohols from carbonyl compounds. Number A is by reduction of aldehydes and ketones. As we know that carbonyl compounds can be aldehydes or ketones, and is both class of compounds from different types of alcohols. That is, the aldehydes will form the primary alcohols and the ketones will form the secondary alcohols, and for that we need reagents like palladium and sodium borohydride, although palladium is acting as a catalyst here. And since reduction is going on, so we will require to put a hydrogen in place of the double bond with oxygen of carbon. So here you can see as a whole I have written initially when we say aldehydes we have the structure. This is the alkyl group R, which is bonded to the carbon, double bond O and single bond H. So only this part is the structure of aldehydes. But when we tend to reduce, then this double bond is removed. Okay, this double bond is being pulled towards the oxygen. The electrons are pulled towards the oxygen. It becomes negative and then it attracts the proton. Because it is negative, it will attract the proton, which is a positive species. Now here you know that one place is empty, so that is filled up by the other hydrogen from two out of these two hydrogen. Okay, so one hydrogen fills up the empty space, okay, empty atom space. Again the same thing happens for the ketone. So for ketone you know it's R, single bond C, double bond O, R dash. Okay, so R and R dash is nothing but the difference is that this alkyl group and this alkyl group is different in order to differentiate in the compound. Now only this part is the ketonic group, and when we will add hydrogen or when we will tend to reduce it, then the one hydrogen is attached with the oxygen forming the OH, and the empty space that is there, the empty valency is fulfilled by hydrogen. Okay, so let us now see the examples with a generalized equation here. So RCHO, R is any alkyl group, and since CHO is the site of reaction, so this is more important than whatever you put here, whatever alkyl group you can put. Now when this RCHO, which is an aldehyde, reacts with hydrogen in presence of palladium, you will get RCH2OH, just similar to this. Okay, this structure RCH2OH. Okay, the double bond in between is broken, and since we need to fulfill the valency of carbon, we need to put tetravalency here, so 4 atoms should be there. The similar case for ketone here, but you will get here secondary because the carbon is in between two alkyl groups. Clear? So in that case you will get a secondary alcohol. So the similar thing happen here. With the oxygen, one hydrogen will bind and one hydrogen will be binded with carbon. So this is how you can get the alcohols from the reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Now let us move on to the next topic here. Another way is by reduction of carboxylic acids and esters. So here we are going to see only about the carboxylic acid. So when carboxylic acids are reduced by lithium aluminum hydride in presence of water, you will get a primary alcohol. And here you have to remember that oxygen is a byproduct, which is not shown here. Okay, so if you count the number of oxygen in the initial reactant, 2 oxygen is there, and here 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Okay, so you can say that this total 2 hydrogen is there, so these 2 hydrogen will bind with carbon. Okay, and then OH is there, right? So total means 1 oxygen molecule is removed here. Next is from the Grignard's reagent. The third one is from Grignard's reagent. So as you know, Grignard reagents is what? It is alkyl and or aryl magnesium halides. Halides can be any halides. Okay, it can be chloride, it can be iodide. So whenever methanol reacts, this is an aldehyde, methanol. So whenever methanol or formaldehyde reacts with the Grignard reagents, it will always yield 1 degree alcohols. And besides this formaldehyde, all other aldehydes will yield second degree alcohols, and the ketones will yield always tertiary alcohol. So this thing you have to keep in mind. And now let us see the mechanism after which you will be able to solve any problems regarding the Grignard reagents. So the main focus is on the C double bond O. Okay, so since oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, so it will attract the electron towards oxygen, and so this will be left with positive charge and this will be left with negative charge. Clear? Now here in our MgX also, this is a partial this has a partial negative charge and this has a partial positive charge. Clear? Now this, since it is negative and this has become positive, so this negative will be attracted towards the positive and the opposite for this. Okay, so since oxygen is negative in charge and this MgX part is positive, so this both will bind together. Now overall you can get a complex like this. Okay, intermediate complex. C is binded with R, single bond O, this is a negative, then it is binded, it has a bond in between MgX and O. Okay, since both these are opposite in charge. Next, when you put water there, okay, we have to react, we have to treat the solution with water or mixture with water, then you will be left with what? This part, this O will be binded with hydrogen. Okay, so you will be left with Cr single bond OH, and what is left out? MgX. So, and what is there from water? One hydrogen you have taken and OH is left from here, so that particular OH will bind with this MgX like this. Okay, MgOH X. Clear? So this is a primary alcohol. Okay, if we talk about formaldehyde, then this is the primary alcohol. For all other aldehydes, then this will be secondary alcohols, and for ketone it will be tertiary alcohols. Now let us see for the ketone here. Okay, so RCOR, okay, R double dash also you can put, so that's not the matter of concern here. Then R dash MgX, just to differentiate between this R and this R, so they have just put a dash here. Now you see R, you know that this R will be binded with this carbon, okay, and this oxygen will be binded with MgX. So it is like this, R is already there, this R, okay, this R is this, and this particular R which is now newly binded with carbon is this. Okay, now the double bond is removed, as you know, so it becomes single bond, then O MgX, this part is binded with the oxygen. Now you have to add water here, and from here you have to take one hydrogen. Okay, for this part what you will get? R dash R, then O is there with which one hydrogen will be attached. Now from here OH is left, which will be binded with MgX, and it becomes MgOH. So this same method is followed for any Grignard reaction. Okay, so I think so this is clear, and I'll give you now little bit of reactions which you can practice using the same method.